our reporter who was out there today actually posted a little video from different beautiful scenes of Acadia today. A little cooler there today,
that's
but
for sure.
Still beautiful.
By the way, I have to mention, and I mentioned this before when we've had stories about the bear population, the most I have ever seen during my 3 years when I lived in Connecticut.
Really?
Which is bizarre.
Yes.
Especially as somebody who grew up in New Hampshire and lived in Maine. Like, I thought that I lived in places where they were more common. For some reason, central and western Connecticut, a ton of black bears.
Okay. I would not have expected this.
And we would have stories on our news all the time of them breaking into people's garages and whatnot.
But it sounds like they have moved now to Acadia
Right.
at this point.
A much
Like
better
everyone
place.
else.
Like everybody else.
All the tourists.
Like I did, get out of Connecticut, come back to Maine. But I've heard from viewers too, who the last time I commented that said we've experienced the same thing.
Wow,
So,
interesting.
yeah, kind of strange.
Huh.
But they don't mind being around people, based on my experience. Just stay
love this
away.
party.
Yeah.
Good distance.
Weather-wise today, big range in temperature across the state. Take a look at some of the highs. Freiburg, like midsummer, 84. Sanford, 82. Even northern Maine, Holton, making it to 80 degrees today. The name of the game today, the farther away you were from that ocean influence, the warmer you were. Rockland, 58. In Portland, the high, 68. Here are the numbers right now. It's still toasty inland, 82 in Waterford, 82 in Freiburg, 80 the high in Acton. You see the coastal influence up and down the coast, especially east of Casco Bay into down East Maine. It's only 54 in Machias, but 75 in Howland and Millinocket. Now you think with all this warm air in place, we have plenty of juice for storms. Well, there's a couple of things going against us. One being that wind coming in off the ocean, which is gusty. The other being the air is fairly dry. So these storms haven't had too much support, despite the fact it's been pretty warm. This one going into Aroostook County, headed toward Presque Isle with a downpour and maybe a rumble of thunder, but it's weakened considerably. And right now, just some downpours in the northwestern mountains into Coos County, New Hampshire. There isn't even really much lightning with this. We'll have to see if this part of the line starts to flare up as it crosses through New Hampshire in the next hour or so. So if you have plans this evening, obviously this is the time of year where there are soccer games, baseball games, all that stuff. You got to at least have an eye to the sky, because we have a chance for a shower or thunderstorm coming in from the west between that 6 to 8 or 9 o'clock window. And they can contain some downpours, maybe a little gusty wind, and obviously lightning in and of itself can be dangerous. But the trend will be for these to weaken considerably as they come into this cooler ocean air. Overnight tonight, the front doesn't really pass through, so it's a mild night. We spend much of the night in the 50s. Wake up tomorrow morning to lots of clouds, maybe a few peaks of sun. Some showers begin developing in the mountains by midday, and then later in the day the rain comes back south. So the wettest weather for the majority of us will be tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, and that's as a little area of low pressure slides up along this front. By Thursday morning, that's already clearing through. We manage a decent day Thursday. Partly sunny skies, highs that'll be in the lower 60s. But the pattern for the end of the week and the weekend is back to this trough position in the jet stream. That means any sun we see can develop clouds and some pop-up showers, especially up north on Friday. There's a chance for a few spotty showers on Saturday. And right now we think Sunday afternoon, the next front may start to approach and bring some showers late in the day on Mother's Day. So it's kind of an unsettled pattern to end the week. Marine forecast for tomorrow sees 5 to 8 feet, southerly winds 15 to 25 knots on the water. So we'll be on watch for a shower or thunderstorm this evening, but the odds for anything severe very, very low as we see it now. Rain more likely late day tomorrow into tomorrow night. Thursday we get up to about 60, and then a little cooler for Friday and Saturday, probably staying in the 50s. Saturday we've got a chance for some showers and then maybe some late day ones on Sunday. Into early next week, though, we're kind of back to this below average temperature setup. So enjoy the next couple hours.
Okay.
We will do that then. All right, Ryan, thank you.
Yep.